it's Lookin BRATZ, aka Dom. Welcome back to my channel. On this channel, I love to talk about dolls, especially BRATZ, but in this video, we're actually going to talk about one of the BRATZ successors, which is LOL Surprise, O.M.G, and the LOL Surprise Tweens. So this is an interesting time for LOL Surprise. I think we've all sort of noticed, and if you haven't noticed, well, here we go. It seems like O.M.G and that side of the LOL Surprise brand is almost fading out or being phased out in a sense. And it's been a bit of a weird time, honestly, just witnessing that and sort of taking note of how O.M.G has been sort of scaled back in some ways, and how I think tweens are kind of like doing okay, to be honest. But with the latest release, though, with what is it, series 5 of the tweens, I kind of lost track. Honestly, I think it might be series 5 or something like that. I don't think it's series 4 yet. I think we already did series 4. Yeah. So, and it took a while for us to get to the series 5 of the tweens. I think it took us about a year to get there. And they don't have articulated wrists, and they don't come with stands anymore. And I think they are a little bit lower in price point. If not, I think they did that to keep the cost the same as the regular series dolls. So it's been a bit of a weird time, honestly. There hasn't really been any news on O.M.G dolls. I think I mentioned in my Christmas doll haul video that it seemed like everything was getting scaled back from MGA in terms of the fashion doll side of things. Aside from BRATZ is getting a little bit more love, but everything else with O.M.G and the tweens and Rainbow High and Shadow High I think is done, honestly. We'll get into that in my other video where I do Shadow High Series 3. But it's just been an odd time, honestly, just witnessing that. And it's so weird because about a year ago, one of my friends, they asked me, do you think this is, like, gonna end at some point? And I was like, no, like, I think we're fine. Like, I think everything, like, looks good and everyone's enjoying things. But I don't know what happened, honestly, within that year. I think just a lot of changes probably, like, in general just happened, like, with the market, with the companies. Like, I don't even know, like, where to even, like, how to process that, honestly. It's just been a weird time, but I am trying to catch up on O.M.G and the tweens. And you know what's funny is, like, okay, I'm noticing LOL Surprise is sort of focusing back on the tots again and going almost full-time with the tots. And that's, of course, how LOL Surprise started, was with the tots and the small surprise gimmick. And I loved LOL Surprise when it first came out, but it was really hard for me to catch up at some point. So I would buy them few and far in between, especially because that was the only thing on the market in terms of, like, dolls that I really cared about, because there weren't really any fashion dolls. BRATZ was off the market. We only had Barbie and, like, some of the random throw-ins along the way, like Boxy Girls or Pixel Chicks, like all the random things that would come about while there was that huge fashion doll drought. So when O.M.G came about and Rainbow High, it was just a really exciting time, especially as somebody who loved BRATZ and loved what MGA had always done. And I felt like O.M.G definitely was a successor to BRATZ, and the LOL Surprise brand kind of copied, like, not copied, but they took after the BRATZ formula, and now it's, like, done in almost, like, I don't know, I don't take my word for it, because they very well may just be, like, just doing less things with it, but just, like, based off of, like, what is happening with the release schedule, and honestly just a lot of trauma. Not to use that word lightly, but just, like, the traumatic experience of being a doll collector and a BRATZ doll collector at that. It's like you kind of recognize, like, the warning signs. But maybe I could be totally wrong. I don't know. Don't take my word for it. I just feel like a lot of things have been getting scaled back, and I don't know if it's a good or a bad thing. I do love seeing BRATZ get more recognition and more, I guess, space on shelves, and more love and more dedication, and having it be, like, more of, like, the it fashion doll. I never really saw Rainbow High and O.M.G as straight competitors. They weren't completely, like, competitors to BRATZ, but in a sense they were, because O.M.G is a little bit more costumey. Rainbow High was a little bit more monochromatic designer recreations, and BRATZ had always been kind of, like, in its own lane with more streetwear based fashions and more trend forecasting, that kind of thing. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with these brands and how they continue or don't continue. Who knows? Only time will tell with these. I think within the next year, we'll kind of get a clear answer or indicator of what the status of O.M.G and the tweens are. Rainbow High obviously is still going, but it's going in a very different direction than what we're used to. So again, we'll see what the tea is, what the deal is. I told myself before filming this that I wouldn't go on a 5-minute rant before I start opening dolls, but here I am 5 minutes into filming and I'm going on a rant. But I do have dolls here that I want to open. It's kind of like a catch-up haul, but not really, because it's like four dolls. Maybe like 6 dolls when you count the heads, but I'll say 4 for now. But I do have O.M.G Series 8 jams. I have Sunshine Makeover switches. And I have 2 of the tweens from the Surprise Swap line, which is something I really need to catch up on. I'm a little scared of them leaving stores like quickly, because I had that thing last year with tweens and the Masquerade Party dolls, and it was hard to find them after that. And I'm not caught up on O.M.G Fashion Show. I'm not caught up on a lot of the 2022 releases. So that kind of like builds a small anxiety in me, honestly. And I have to like go to a checklist or something. I have to figure it out because it's a lot. But I do have 2 of them. This is Darcy? No, this is Billy, sorry. This is Bronze to Blonde Billy. And then this is Curls to Crimps Cora. I think I'm thinking of Darcy Blush. See, again, like it's another thing where there's been a whole debate about, I'm going to open this while I talk, by the way. So we're going to open up jams. And I do need only 2 more from this line. I need Wildflower and I need Pose. I'm hoping to get them at some point. And I really just need to personally just finish off these lines. Like, just, you know, just to get it, that barrier out of the way so that I don't feel bogged down. I don't know, like, it's such a weird thing because, like, I normally am not a completionist, but I think I really cared about O.M.G. Okay, this is my, like, I think this is ADD or ADHD, I don't know. So I apologize. And again, not taking that lightly, just saying, like, I think I have undiagnosed something because I tend to go off in 10 different directions when I talk. But I loved O.M.G. I really cared about O.M.G. And sometimes when I open an O.M.G, like, I either feel anxious or I feel happiness. And it's such a weird feeling because it's like, I have like a sort of nostalgia for O.M.G, and it's funny because it's only like a 5-year-old brand at this point, or about to be a 5-year-old brand. And it just reminds me of a time where I felt happiness because there was new dolls in the market that I felt filled a void, honestly. They filled a void of, like, you know, there wasn't enough things that I thought catered to my interests, and to finally have something out there where I was like, okay, like, I feel like I can get behind this. And I liked L.O.L Surprise the way it was before, so just to have like an added layer of like, okay, brand familiarity and the fact that it's a fashion doll that reminds me of BRATZ, like, it makes me feel good to buy these dolls. But it became a lot. They produced a lot of dolls. I think over 100 something dolls in that 5 years. James is pretty though, I will say. James is pretty. I do like how she has real chains all around her. She has some box hair though, so it's a little bit flat in the back, so I might just fluff it out with my hands. But I also feel like anxiety just because it's just a lot of dolls. And even like, I have like a display in my closet. Like, I have one whole shelf in my closet because it extends, it's kind of long. And I didn't know where to put my O.M.G dolls because there were just so many of them and they didn't fit on the original displays that I had them on. So I moved them over. It just became a lot. It became overwhelming. And then I think as I started to sort of, I don't know, step into adulthood a little bit more, because I think O.M.G started when I was like 20 years old. Yeah, that makes sense. And I was just about to turn 21. But it just became right before my 21st birthday, and now I'm 25 years old, and I'm like, I've stepped into adulthood a little bit more. I've worked a lot. I got 2 degrees since then, so it's like, I don't know. I think a lot of my like personal life and responsibilities kind of reflected how I felt about the dolls in those moments, and how it felt to collect those, whether it be financially or emotionally, like mentally. It's a lot of like different weird things that, I don't know. I think I personally like think about when I'm like opening dolls and buying dolls and consuming dolls. But for me, it just felt like, you know, I supported O.M.G since literally day one, and I've supported L.O.L Surprise since day one. So I felt almost like a loyalty to it, and I still do, but I think it's at a point where just so much has happened since they first came out that I think it's okay to admit that maybe I didn't need to buy each doll, each and every doll. But also, I feel like in years from now, will I regret not doing it? I don't know. So I feel like it might be the best time now to just get what I can and get as much as I can. And then if 5, 10 years down the line, I'm like, you know what, I can let some of this stuff go, I think that's okay. Maybe it's not like that for everybody. I just think for me personally, just thinking about it from the perspective of I don't want to feel FOMO. I don't want to feel like I missed out on something. I don't want to have to go searching for something years later, and I don't want to have to pay reseller prices. It's a lot of different factors to consider. Yeah, I don't know. It's such a weird feeling, honestly. She has a lot of accessories. There's my like existential talk of doll nonsense, the nonsense of being a doll collector. She has some cool accessories. I wish I had a better way of showing you. Some bracelets, some earrings, what looks like, no, that's not a necklace, sorry. I don't think there's a necklace. That is a necklace, it's a choker, never mind. I thought this was a bracelet, this is a choker. Her shoes are pretty cute. She has like that faux sort of bag on her ankle. Is this her? Oh, this is her bag. Okay. That's cool. It's like a heart and then it's all spiky around it. You hold it like this. And then a headband. I was like thinking, like, does she have a headband? Because I think she needs a headband. So I'm glad she has a headband. I have a lot of dolls to get through. I got quite a bit for Christmas, so I do need to just put some of that away and get, you know, clear up space in my room. Not that it's taken up too much space, honestly. I don't have a lot of, you know, I say I have a lot of dolls to unbox, but I think last year I consumed a lot. And I had so many dolls to unbox and I filmed so many videos, like it was ridiculous. And I definitely slowed down the second half of 2023. And I think this year, what I really want to focus on is creating, and I say quality content, but I don't think my content has been low quality, but I definitely think it's been maybe not up to par with my own personal standards. I'm glad that people have enjoyed my content, and I'm glad that people have been able to connect with me and interact with me on a more personal level, because I feel like I get to be a little bit more personal when I'm on YouTube. We're opening switches, by the way. But yeah, I want to change up a little bit. I want to make sure that I'm putting a little bit more like zhuzh into what I'm doing. I have new lighting. I do want to get a new camera at some point, so that is kind of my goal this year, is to potentially get more new filming equipment, some more new photography equipment as well. I have a camera that I use for photography, and when I first started making the videos on this channel, I was using that camera, and I used to like that camera for filming things. I used to do like little films and YouTube videos back when I was younger, like my middle school, high school days. Oh my goodness, that hurt. Does she have polypropylene? Can somebody confirm? Because I know Sunshine Makeover, some of them do have poly, some of them have nylon. It's like a mix-up depending on which characters. Hers doesn't feel bad, but it definitely has like a dry feeling to it. It could be nylon though, I don't know. It doesn't feel awful though, which is good. This doll though, thinking about it now, this doll came out a year ago and I'm just getting her. And I want to get the variant of the bubblegum DJ, I think it is, and I still need to get the blonde one, even though I wasn't a big fan of the blonde's design, I will admit. But whatevs. But yeah, I was filming with that camera and I didn't like the quality of it when I was doing those first few YouTube videos on this channel that were me sitting down in front of the camera. So I started using my phone, and I do like my phone a lot. I think it's been trusty, and it's, you know, it comes in handy when you need the phone. And I'm not against filming on the phone, but I definitely think I could upgrade a little bit. Maybe I'll upgrade my phone at some point, but I think honestly I do want to get a camera specifically for like vlogging and for all this stuff that I do on YouTube. Like, I think I just need a camera, honestly. Yeah, Sunshine Makeover doesn't come with much, so I don't even have much to show you. I'm thinking about it now, like I opened my first Sunshine Makeover probably a year ago, and I'm opening one still. This one is really cute though. I love her outfit. She's kind of giving like, please don't judge me if I say this wrong, like coquette girl? Coquette? Coquette? Maybe coquette? I don't know. Like, you know, like those soft girls with like the ribbons and the pinks, and I like the pearl beaded skirt here. These shoes are really cute too. I like her design a lot. I'm surprised I didn't pick her up sooner. I think I was really worried about these buttons though, because they do look a little bit messy, but I might just snip it off the stray hairs. And again, like I was in a very weird headspace early last year. Like honestly, I was in a pretty dark place. I don't know, like it's hard to explain, but I have a bin here, and I'm putting all the dolls that I open in it. This is gonna be for accessories. This is gonna be for the dolls. I finally, after like a year and a month, I finally opened my winter fashion show mega runway surprise. So these have been sitting in the box behind my couch for a long time. So I opened it today because I was like, you know what? Like if I'm gonna open the other O.M.G girls, I'm gonna open this one too. And yeah, I finally opened it. Finally. I got that for Christmas 2022. And we are now middle of January in 2024. But I'm just putting all my dolls away in here so that I can make space for everything else that I'm gonna open tonight. And I really just need to get through this, and I need to, I don't know. Yeah, anyways, I was in a dark headspace earlier last year. A lot of weird things were happening in my life. And I wasn't like bad. Like it could have definitely been worse. But I will admit, I feel like the time between, like, let's say like January, like literally like a year ago between now, it's felt like it came and went. Like, and I was thinking like when Christmas came by, I was like, I feel like we just did Christmas. Like, I feel like this just happened. And like things that happened like last February, last January, last March, I'm like, this all like feels like it just happened. So it's weird now that like we're a year later and all of these things feel like recent memory, but at the same time they feel like it happened so long ago, because so much has happened in my life since then. Like so many changes, so many good things, so many weird things. Like I don't even know how to describe it. And I didn't mean for this to be like some weird existential kind of ranting moment, but I'm just thinking of like, I feel like a lot of my life has been guided by the dolls that I buy. Maybe some people can relate to that. Like you attach certain memories to certain dolls, and it's like the timeline of when the dolls come out is like the timeline of your life. That's how it's felt for me. So that's like why I think everything is flooding to me at the moment. But yeah, it's been a weird time. I'm gonna open up Billy. Yeah, a lot of characters to keep up with. There's been a debate, so I was saying this before, there was a debate about sometimes the dolls like L.O.L, they don't create fleshed out characters, and that maybe makes consumers and kids feel like less drawn to them because they don't know who the characters are. And I don't think it's necessarily not the truth, but I definitely think there's a lot more to be considered there. Like, I think price point is part of it. I think, you know, you can make a great quality doll, but at like what cost? And obviously MGA dolls are a little bit more pricier than like the standard Barbie or even some Monster High dolls. So taking that into account, like they're making good quality dolls, and it's like, you know, would you rather they make not good quality dolls? Like will they sell at that point? I don't know. It's a weird toss-up. I'm glad that we have a substitute, and it's not just Barbie, it's not just Monster High, it's not just BRATZ, it's not just L.O.L, and it's not just Rainbow High. Like, you have a variety of things to choose from, and honestly nobody's has to be forced into buying one or the other. Like, you have the choice to where your money goes. If you don't like the quality of one thing, hey, at least you don't have to buy it. We can complain about it from time to time if it's something that we love and something that we want better for. But like, if you don't like BRATZ, don't buy BRATZ. If you don't like Monster High, like, I haven't bought a, ooh, these have a grip on them. Like a, oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, so when you style the hair, it's like, it grips onto the table. I love that. Okay. See, I'm telling you, I got like ADHD brain. I think I like legit have it. I should get a diagnosis at some point. Somebody had made a comment about it, and I was kind of like, whatever, like, shut up, because like mind your business. Yes, but like at the same time, like I understood it, but it felt kind of snarky coming from another person. And I honestly, I don't know. I think the person meant to say it snarkily, like, you have ADHD. So I was kind of like, okay, like, whatever, mind your business. If I do, I do. I don't think, I think it's weird how people feel very comfortable to like make quick judgments on people's lives on the internet. So I wasn't vibing. I was not vibing with it. So her head popped off as I was opening this, which makes sense because these are like Head Games dolls. So if you don't know, Head Games was a BRATZ line in the mid-2000s, and it was basically like you swap the heads, and my scene did it, Barbie did it. I don't know who honestly came first. Like, it probably was like a doll way before BRATZ. For all I know, like, I don't know anything. But yeah, you pop the head off and you can swap it with a different head, which is on a base here. And basically you just pop it off and there you go. And what I like about these, like I was saying before, is they have that sort of grip so that when you put them on a flat surface, you can style their hair, which honestly I really, really love. I didn't realize that these had that grip on them. But one thing I'm not sure of, I don't know if these came with a stand or not. Because I know like the recent ones didn't come with a stand, so I'd be a little bit shocked if this one didn't either. This one is really cute though. I love the blonde Billy, and I love how they added like the hearts in the eyes. And something I wish they had done for the tweens that they did for the tots is to give them the different facial expressions, because Darko, he does the artwork on these, and he always does like fun facial expressions, as you can see on the back artwork. So we don't have those on the actual doll faces, so I kind of wish they had done like, you know, winking ones or ones with the tongues out, like, you know, the fun silly expression. But we did get it with the tots. The tots have like interchangeable faces, which I really loved. I did get one and I wanted to get more, but again, it's just like they're $10 each, so budgeting at the moment is not my friend in that regard. So she comes with a tiara and a sort of cat bow headband. I don't know how quite to describe it. She comes with a little caboodle. I love when they come with these little caboodles. Oh, it does come with a stand. Thank God. I was like a little worried, and I was like, did I like put it somewhere and I didn't realize? So they do come with a stand. This one comes with a plain kind of grayish white stand. She comes with these little hair ties. This one has like pink diamonds on it. She comes with two of those. She comes with two pink scrunchies with like silver highlights in them. And then two of these little berets, and they have the hearts on them. I was thinking like, you know, should I keep these in the box? I think I'm going to take them out of the box whenever I get the other ones. These are really cute. I wasn't fully vibing with this one, I won't lie. The hand molds are very interesting. Oh, I have the hands on the wrong way. So the hand sculpts are a little different. They're kind of like stretched out. That's another thing I wish we had gotten something else of, was like, I wish we had the peace signs and all of that like this, because they do that a lot with the artwork, and I kind of wish they had taken after that. But you can see like the hands are a little bit more stretched out. I don't quite know. I think it's maybe just to like strike them, give them different expressions, like when you strike a pose and all of that. Her hair is pretty neatly done though, I won't lie. At first I was a little bit worried about that bun, but now I'm not so worried. So you know what? I'm not mad at it. And this one, I really, really do love her. I just have to fix up that hair, and then I honestly think she'll be okay. Like, I don't think I'll need to redo these pigtails here. It's just a little messy, that's it, which is kind of expected with most dolls these days. They just have messy box hair. Now we have Cora. Yes, Crims to Curls Cora. So we're gonna unbox her. She's one whose bow is kind of freaking me out, but you know what? We're gonna live with it. I will figure it out. I always find a way, so I'm not gonna stress. Something interesting I noticed this year was that O.M.G obviously didn't have a flagship line. In fact, they only had like one. wow, O.M.G only had one line this past season, not the past year, because the past year they had a few other things come out, but I think just this season they had Series 8, and now they have the one that came out this season for spring was the runway. I don't know what to call it actually. I don't know what the line is named, but it's like the L.O.L Core 4 O.M.G dolls, and they're dressed in like sort of like high fashion runway-esque looks, but they're like a $20 doll. They don't come with a stand, they don't come with the usual stuff, so that's a little bit odd, honestly. So that's what makes me think like we're kind of like seeing almost the end of O.M.G. But O.M.G didn't usually has like a flagship line. So the first year it was Winter Disco, second year it was Remix, then it was Movie Magic, and then it was the fashion show line. And this year it didn't happen. There was no flagship line, but we did get the Tweens surprise swap, which I think was supposed to be kind of in lieu of that. But here is Cora's head. She has fun crimped hair. She has, it's like yellow, but like blended in with like a whitish platinum blonde. And then she has a bang going across and it has pink streaks in it. She's pretty cute. I like her makeup a lot. I love the face up. I love the colors they used. It feels very 80s. I think some people might relate it to like Cave Club or something. I don't know. Okay, wait, I lied because she does have a peace sign. That's what I was thinking of, I think. Was she does have a peace sign. Okay, here is the main Cora doll out of the box. Her hair is like purple, pink, and blue. It looks like cotton candy. And she's wearing like this very 80s inspired outfit, and she does have a peace sign hand sculpt. So I lied. I think that's like what I was thinking of when I was talking about it, was I think one of these has a different hand sculpt. That is what I'm thinking of. So yeah, I guess so. But here is Cora, and then here's her second look. I will say I kind of prefer the crimped look. I think the platinum looks a little bit better with the yellow and the pink. This one, I like the blend of it. I like the blend over on the bangs mostly. But yeah, she has a lot going on. I won't lie. I won't lie. She comes with a headband with a bow on it, and it has like a sort of leopard. Is that leopard print? Leopard? It's like a leopard print or a cheetah print. I'm not really quite sure. And then she has this other headband, which kind of looks like a crown of some sort, but kind of like a superhero-esque type thing. I don't know how to quite describe it. She, of course, comes with a caboodle, and it's 3 different colors. It's teal, pink, and yellow. Also, they, of course, come with these little combs. I didn't mention that before, but all the Tweens come with these kind of 90s wavy-inspired combs. Is that 90s or 80s? I don't know. Like, let me know. I think it might be, like, early 90s. Trying to get my references right. Comes with a teal stand, and of course she comes with hair accessories. I don't lose all of them. Okay, I got them all. So she comes with 2 different hair clips. They say party and XOXO. I think these might be reused sculpts from the birthday surprise or present surprise dolls. So one is yellow, one is blue. And then she comes with 2 hair elastics, which have a lightning bolt on them. And then 2 blue scrunchies. The shoes are pretty cool though. It's like a lightning bolt on the heel, and then it's a bow in the back. So pretty nice. Overall, a cute doll. I don't know. I'm a little bit like indifferent about, I think, the surprise swap dolls. I think they could have done a little bit more. But overall, like, not bad and pretty cute, like pretty cute dolls. But I think the hair quality is like what's been throwing me off. It's because the hairstyles look all jumbled in the box. And if you know me, if you've watched my videos before, I do get a little bit, you know, I get a little bit weird about that. I don't like that. I always have to like redo hair. And when I buy dolls in bulk, it's like, oh, like I have to do so much hair now. But that's just about it. I will say a pretty cute haul moment, not bad. I do need to catch up on O.M.G. I'm sure maybe other people share that sentiment. I don't know. Let me know in the comments though. How do you feel about O.M.G and the Tweens at this point? What direction do you think they're headed in? Do you feel like they're headed in any direction? What's been your feelings about this? Because I want to hear what other people have to think, because it feels like a weird time for me, but maybe that isn't feeling the same way for other people. I don't know. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. And I'm interested to see what happens this year with the L.O.L surprise brand, how it evolves or sort of shifts to, I guess, fit what it is now. I'm finding all these little plastic ties everywhere. They're all in my lap. Oh, there's like a whole pile of them under my legs right now. Okay, I have to vacuum that later. Let me know in the comments. It's been a weird time, but, or maybe not a weird time. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, or maybe I'm underthinking it. Who knows? But let me know in the comments, and that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more doll content. Hopefully I'll do other catch-up hauls between Rainbow High and O.M.G. I don't have a ton of Rainbow High to catch up on now, so that's good. But O.M.G, I feel like I'm very, very behind. And Tweens, I feel like I'm also very behind on. So yeah. Also let me know in the comments if you need to catch up, because I certainly do. That's it. Make sure to follow me on all socials at LOOKIN BRATZ. Hold the G on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and TikTok. Check out my Amazon storefront, and also support me on Ko-fi. That's all linked in the description of this video. And check out lookinbratz.com if you're a Bratz fan, or if you're not a Bratz fan, still go check it out. I think it's a pretty fun website. But that's all for this video. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye!